Hey butterflies, welcome back to Alchemy Doctress with me, Doctress Monica Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members. If you're in the chrysalis area, make sure you check out the all signs I just posted. The members in the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. I'm so happy that everyone who attended last night's class, like I've gotten some amazing feedback from that class. So I'm so happy that you all enjoyed last night's session. I'll be sharing all the details on registration to enroll in next week's class. But yes, if you want access to all the class and all the things that I do, get enrolled in the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation membership. You can access that on my website. And so, y'all, in my reflection, I had some reflection time today. And in my reflection time, I found myself going back to some situations and like reflecting on how they happened or what happened within them, right? And as I was reflecting on it, I felt an energy of anger come up, right? And this is a key thing because in the community and on this healing, many people they try to push you to not feel the emotion of anger or to not feel the emotion of being upset and things of that nature. So then people they think they're transmuting something, but you can't transmute something that you haven't felt. You have to know what it is. You got to feel the nitty gritty. And so I found myself thinking back on how a couple people had me fucked up. Okay. And was just like, they really thought I was stupid. And I had to sit and reflect on that, right? Because then I sat with myself and was like, well, what about me said stupid right written across my forehead? What about me said stupid written across my forehead, right? And one thing we need to realize, ooh, a mosquito got me. One thing we need to realize is that when you give off this energy of being a helper or a healer or a teacher, you're going to attract people who need that and who want that, who desire that. And oftentimes, for you to be in this role, you have to have an energy of understanding and care. Okay. So you're going to have people who are going to try to manipulate that, who are going to try to manipulate the characteristics that you have that are beneficial in your field or your area of work or whatever you do. And they try to manipulate and play on that, right? And it can be easy to sometimes like either just internalize it and be like, what? That's a healthy release of anger within our ego. Whatever you do on your journey, don't run away from your emotions and your feelings. We need balance. It's not always going to be happy, sunshines, roses, love, and light. 333. We have to be able to feel the depths of every range of emotion that we want to feel so that we can get it out healthily. Because when we don't, we harbor it and we hold it on the inside, and it comes out in other ways that may be deemed unhealthy because we don't get a chance to process that feeling and sit with self and be like, I'm mad. And in that, sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves that sometimes we're mad at ourselves because we feel like we should have saw it. We should have felt it, right? And it's okay to feel that. And it's important to feel it. And through the feeling and the reflection, forgive yourself. You have to watch yourself when you position yourself out into the world as a safe space, right? And this is why I teach you're not required to be everyone's safe space. It's not healthy to be a safe space for everyone. Everything is not a safe space. I'm not a safe space for people who hate black women. Okay. You get what I'm saying? But we got to understand that when we position ourselves that way, there's also predators out there who feed off of us being understanding. And it's important to remember that you need to keep boundaries with your understanding. Because those people who came in, used you, or did whatever, hurt you, lied to you, whatever, they were being them, utilizing the ways of how they deal with the world, and you were in their web until you got out, right? And it can hurt because that manipulation is traumatic. It alters your brain chemistry. So when you're going through the process of healing through that, give yourself grace. We can't know everything. We can't predict everything because then that takes out the fun of some things within life. So allow ourselves to feel the anger of what happened, what we went through, how they treated you, whatever the case is, and then reframe it. Reframe it with the new definition, with the new meaning, with your new understanding of that thing and what happened. So I had to do that. And the thing is, when it comes to healing and growth, sometimes things come back up and we have to readdress it. That's what triggers are there for. That's what triggers do, right? And we need to understand that healing is not linear, it's not a straight line. We heal to a certain place, you know, be at a certain place, and, a year go by and something happens and triggers something that you thought you were over and you healed. My fruit getting, well, I can't say my fruit getting cold, my fruit getting warm. I got me some fruit with the chamoy and all that. Y'all know it's my favorite snack. Um, I got distracted. People watching. Have boundaries with your care, right? And allow yourself to feel. Oh, that's what I was getting on. The how triggers can come back up over time. It happens all the time. So when that happens, allow yourself to use that. How can I put it? Your observation to help you with the reframing of the situation. So I acknowledge that I'm angry. I'm acknowledged that I'm upset with myself. I acknowledge why I am upset with myself because my ego felt like it didn't protect itself. So I understand why I am reacting in this way. And I want to even out how my ego is feeling right now. And then since I can't even it out by receiving an apology that I will probably never receive, I begin to self harm onto myself. So as I am aware of me now self-harming onto myself, blaming myself for things that I could not control, let's sit with that. Why did I feel like I could control that? Why did I feel like I should have knew better? Where did I learn that at? Is that the truth? At that time when I was learning that, could I really make a difference? Or is it just easier to blame yourself when the culprit is nowhere around for clarity? So allow yourself to feel it so you can get to the heart of what's really going on, what's really going on. And I love to work through this type of stuff with clients because it helps you see things from a whole nother angle. Even just think about what last night in the chat and the butterflies was just like, oh my gosh, I just had a whole moment. Like everything just clicked. And it was so freaking beautiful, because Sometimes all we really need to do is hear it from somewhere else or just to reflect it out, speak it out, and be honest with ourselves about our feelings. But oftentimes, people who they want to rush through the process of the healing and to get over it, where it's healthier to go through it, not get over it. It's actually easier in the long term to go through it, to feel it, experience it, you know. So then you notice it the next time it happens. Ah, I see what that is. I see what's happening right now. My ego wants to protect itself. It's hurt right now. So it's self sabotaging. It's hitting itself upside the head right now. Okay. So let's sit, let's soothe, let's comfort the ego with what it is that it needs right now. It needs to feel reassured. It needs to feel prepared. It needs now healthier boundaries for, the next time, things of that nature. It's a process. But what we need to understand as we're moving along, when people hurt us and they do God knows what, right? Don't let your trauma turn you into self harm. Because the thing is that those who carry the spirit and energy of manipulation, or the spirit and the energy of, sociopathic, narcissism, whichever, they are skilled at turning energy around. They are skilled at turning energy around. They're not the problem. They're not the problem. And then when you want to be understanding, and this is why I always share, watch your level of understanding. Every situation is not there for us to dig deeper into. Every situation and thing that's happening is not there for us to investigate it and to fix it or to heal it, whatever the case is. Everything is not our assignment. And if you're still here right now, there's a good chance you went through your life feeling like everyone was your assignment. You're responsible. You're responsible for the growth. You're responsible for the healing. You're responsible. If you don't do it, it don't get done. If you don't clean it, it don't get done. If you don't remind them, they're not going to do it. This season, as soon as I said that, my phone went to low battery. This season, we have to hold people accountable for their energy and actions. Every time we step in to be that extra piece of energy or that extra piece of support, I hope you are doing that with no expectations for anything in return. Because as soon as you do that with an expectation for something in return, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. They were already at a deficit. If they couldn't give that to themselves, what are they going to give you back in return, right? And so this is to show how the self sabotage starts to kick in. You get what I'm saying? As soon as we start to notice ourselves wanting to start over giving, overdoing, over solving, over asserting, over supporting, give that to yourself. You supporting this person in everything that they doing. What are your hobbies? You sitting down being a listening ear for this person every day for so and so, so and so. Do you sit and listen to yourself for that long? A lot of times we want to, how can I put it? When people do us wrong and things of that nature and what they're doing, we truly have to understand that it's not us. It's their energetic reaction to us. They're just operating in their energy and the way that their energy connects with us. Y'all, why is this man and he got a whole woman upstairs and he in his car all up in this girl's stuff? Let me stop being nosy. Y'all looked over and I saw him all up in it. Okay, let me stop. anyway, anyway, um, when people do things, that is an indication of them and their energy, their energetic response to you. Okay. So if you know your energy is in a healing space or a calm space or an expansive space, and someone starts treating you a certain type of way, or they're going against the energy that you're in, or they're going through all these issues and problems now. That's not an invitation for you to come in and come be Fixiana. That's not an invitation for you to go in and be Fixiana. That's an invitation for you to hold your energy and see how they handle that situation while they're in the energy that's aligned with yours. Do they fix that energy by coming to you? Do they fix that energy by going to somebody else to do something? What do they do to fix that problem or to address that problem? We have to allow ourselves to sit back and observe how people choose to react or do something. That's the whole aspect of let them, right? Letting them show how they problem solve. Do they use their resources? Are they communicative? It could be so easy for us to want to jump in and, you know, be that fixer, right? And I was thinking on how, so in this situation that I started this reading on this message on, y'all, I need to stop trying to look over there, my little nosy ass. Um, my issue wasn't that I was trying to jump in to fix their situation because I knew the boundaries, right? The issue was in the sense of they really thought I was gonna fall for some of the stuff that they were doing. Like, do I really have stupid written across my forehead? You know what I'm saying? So then it gets to the point of like, how did I even get here? What signs was I not missing? Then to find out that the person basically lied about their whole personality. Down to the fact that, y'all, everything that this man had, his family gave it to him. Lied about how much he used to pay for his home and all this other stuff. Spirit told me to look up the deed on it. His family passed that home down to him. Being lied to and deceived can have us questioning ourselves sometimes. Or we can look at it from an angle of I trust people, what they show me, until I see something different. And when I see something different, I act accordingly. We could take it as either way, right? But I found myself in that issue briefly because I was just like, did I ever get an inkling of this person lying to me and all this other jazz? And, you know, and I started sitting there reflecting and going backwards on everything that was said. And it was like, no, this person had an ironclad plan. Okay. An ironclad plan. And sometimes when we are going in with the mindset of wanting to think the best of a person, and this is the lesson, the big one that I learned with it, instead of going in thinking the best of a person, don't think anything. Don't create any type of attachment and feeling to anything that they fucking say to you. Attach to how you feel within their energy. Don't attach to them, their problems, what they're going through, what they're being affected by. Attach to how you feel within that energy and within their energy, or within when your thoughts are feeling and thinking about them. That's what you can trust. And so when I was looking back at my reflection, something always felt a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So when I finally ended it, it was when something, a mask finally slipped and I saw it. And I was like, let's do some research. And the research proved it all. Don't create any type of meaning in your head on, oh, they are doing this for me, they're treating me this way, they're doing, because all that could be a show, all that could be a play, right? So for example, we see this a lot where predators, they court you, they spend money on you, they do all this jazz, but they want to control you too. They still can abuse you, they still can treat you a certain way, the same way a broke one can. Okay, so don't attach to the things of what they can do and what they say and what they're talking about, attached to the feeling and the energy and those uneasy feelings that you get sometimes, because that's what you can trust. That's what you can trust. So that was this message, honey. Feel free to share down below if y'all had a situation that was similar or you found yourself in it and you want to share with the collective. Y'all be having some really interesting experiences, and I feel like it's helpful for other people to be able to, see and hear and read, to see how they kind of like align within the collective energy of these shifts. And so I thank you all for being here. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. And check out the pinned comment, y'all.